Today has been so busy, guys, and look at what's going on right before the ETF starts trading. Isn't this pretty interesting? At Machiguru, plans are being made for top US business leaders to meet with President Trump tonight in private at the White House. New York Stock Exchange going to be there, NASDAQ will be there, JP Morgan will be there, BlackRock, is there, Morgan Stanley will be there, Goldman Sachs will be there. Kind of strange, huh? Why? What are they going to talk about? When your table has more market value than a country's private dinner, right? Guys, this is cool. It looks like something is cooking with these big institutions, right? Also, keep in mind that these people are puppets for the present financial system. Another thing is that it will happen tonight, tomorrow, or when the XRP ETF launches. Could there be some kind of link? Perhaps. Hurry up. As of today, U.S. Treasury Secretary Besant said that all Americans who make less than $100,000 a year will likely get a $2,000 tariff relief check. That's it, guys. That's it, folks. It is certain that, most Americans will take this $2,000, right? When the time comes, I think you should use that money to buy XRP. Okay? I think you should buy some XRP with this $2,000 no matter what, even if you only spend $500. It will pay off in the long run, guaranteed. Also, it's free money, right? What does it mean if XRP doesn't do what you want it to do? It's free money, right? I know a lot of people will buy Bitcoin, so don't do it. It's terrible to get a return on Bitcoin. Finally, Justin from Eleanor said that the House passed a bill to end the longest government shutdown in history, which ran more than 42 days. The vote was 2 to 2 to 2 to 2 to 0 to 9. It's likely that President Trump will sign it tonight at 9:45 p.m. That being said, I think he did sign it, guys. Also, the government is about to open again here. Again, news that is good for the market keeps coming in. What's going on here? Yes. That's great news in and of itself, guys. After that, Reuters pulled US 84 out of 105 experts think that on December 10th, the Federal Reserve will lower the Fed funds rate by 25 basis points, bringing it down to a range of 3.50 to 3.75%. Okay, take a look at that. That means the Fed is cutting more than ever, right? Guys, they're in the cutting phase. We'll be getting stimulus checks and the end of QT, which means the start of QE, right? What else do we have? The government is back open. Like, this is just what the magical bull run needs, right? Yes, everyone was looking forward to this. But all of a sudden, when we got to this point, the mood changed. Yes? Then Besson, the U.S. Treasury Secretary, says we will hear big news about tariffs in the next 2 days. Okay, that means I think this will be good, right? Instead, it's negative because really, why would he say anything in the first place? If this news about tariffs is good, guys, maybe lowering taxes on other countries or getting rid of them all, markets will go through the roof, right? Guys, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, especially since Trump is meeting with all of these important executives from the TradFi system at the White House. I think a perfect storm is about to happen. There is definitely something going on. I think it's bullish since BlackRock is going to be there. Don't forget that BlackRock owns Aladdin. What does Aladdin do? Directs all of the markets in the way that Trump wants them to go. Do you guys get it or not? Yes. So I'm hoping they'll soon change it to go up, right? This is a storm made for this. Also, Charles Hoskinson says the bull run isn't over yet. We're only halfway done. I was the first person to say it. I am not joking. In fact, we did. Okay, we used to say that the cycle should end by the end of 2025, but after seeing Big Short, we changed our minds. Okay, did he tell us to stay in until 2026? But once we see that, it won't be too far away, right? It's said to be only a couple of months longer, and someone who knows, right? He says that the guy who started Cardano is a guy, right? As you can see, one of the most important coins in the space is just sitting there. Anyway, guys, we haven't even seen Euphoria yet, and it's about to start with XRP tomorrow, okay? I think by the time you watch this today, NASDAQ approved the offering, which means that Canary Funds ETF is now officially in effect as of 5:30 p.m. This means that XRPC is ready to go at the start of the market tomorrow, right? At around 9:30 a.m., I think, the CEO of Canary Fund gave me the information on the XRPC spot ETF price. We're thrilled to launch the first XRP ETF that is based on a single coin. This would not have been possible without the hard work of Chairman Atkins, Commissioner Pierce, and all the other great people at the SEC who support free markets. They're very happy about it. Why? They are definitely going to make a lot of money. All right. On the other hand, this does make a road, right? a path that leads to more flowers and sunshine. Okay? Because this will only get better from now on, starting tomorrow, guys. Okay? It's not a bad thing. I forgot to say that it's a net gain. That's what I meant to say. Okay. You guys are the only ones who won. Why? You can only give since you can't take, right? When we first start, this means to flood XRP with cash. A spot XRP ETF would be a huge offering that would reach the 100 trillion tri-file market. Our CEO at Bitwise Invest told us the same thing at Ripple. Following this, we will talk about the charts because we need to know where we're going if we do blow up. But first, why are we going to blow up? Take a look at what he says. A lot of people are interested in XRP. Also, our Chief Information Officer, CIO, Matt Hogan, likes to say that boredom is what kills an ETF. And lack of interest is not at all a part of XRP. Lots of people are interested, excited, and full of energy. Right on. We have neighborhood guys, right? It's been 10 years since this town was first built, right? Also, I believe that everyone came together when the railings were put up, right? People won't say that, though. And there's a lot of exciting energy, right? We want great things to happen with XRP. We've all been waiting for this one, the spark that starts tomorrow and opens the road we've all been looking for. What do you know? I think there are more than $100 trillion living on traditional tracks, and more of that is moving to chain, but there are still $100 trillion there. And for many of those assets, ETFs are the first way to get exposure to an asset. And I believe that if they can trade and benefit from XRP, it will be a very useful and sought after item. That's right, guys, right? $100 trillion in trade. Why? Because the average person doesn't trade cryptocurrencies, sign up for an exchange, buy cryptocurrencies, and do other things like this. Did you see what he did? Yes. He's just investing without doing anything. There are stock markets and trade markets, right? No matter what the case is, and it doesn't bother him too much, right? He wants returns that last for decades. When they see something new and exciting like XRP, which has already changed the world, they'll think, aha, I should invest in this, right? They're going to take a certain percentage of their entire net worth, all right? Or they can put the money they have placed in the TradFi system into XRP. You don't care if you lose 1%, right? Or to those people since they're already very rich. So guys, XRP is going up right now. Really cool stuff. Right now, if we do blow up tomorrow, there will be resistance at 260 and then at 280. Okay, guys, that's what I'll keep an eye on. Are you sure you remember this pattern? The goal takes us to about 270 as we ascend the triangle. It looks like there will be a lot of pushback in this area too, right? We can see that there is resistance, 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 resistance.